And we are live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another live stream. I was listening to some music before I went live today to kind of get hyped up because I used to do that all the time and I got away from it. And damn, does it feel good to be back. Hope everyone is doing well. I believe it is Tuesday. It's Tuesday, January 17th, third live stream of the year for those keeping track. I said on the first live stream of the year that I want to try and do one every single week this year. So I'm on pace so far. That's something to be proud of. But how's everybody doing? Welcome in. Feel free to fire away your questions, comments, concerns. I'll get to as many as I can, as always. And Super Chat is a way to go to guarantee that I get to as many as I can. I already see we've got some people in here as well. So welcome, welcome. Excuse me. I'm about to start getting into these things, though. You know how it is. There's 24 of you guys in here, so welcome in. Be sure to hit that like button, by the way, if you guys are in here. It helps out quite a bit. And again, if you want to guarantee that I do get to your question or comment, Super Chat is the way to go. Before we even get to anything, sub to Filmstock in the chat. What a throwback that is. If you guys have been here since that logo, you're a real one. That was a long time ago. I actually still have a hoodie. I'm not wearing right now. I almost put it on for this stream, but I do have a hoodie with that logo. I think it's like not on my merch store anymore, but yeah, that's the OG the OG Filmstock logo. What a throwback that is. Let's see. But welcome in, Negan. Bernard says, how do you come up with your video ideas for YouTube? It's basically like for Cobra Kai. I was like, I want to watch the show. Everyone's been telling me to watch it. I rewatched the Karate Kid trilogy, and then I was like, I'm going to do a reaction. So that was pretty easy. And then if you know there's a new show or movie coming out, it's pretty easy to think of some rankings associated with it. Like the MCU rankings are give me's every time a new MCU movie comes out. If there's a new big franchise movie and I've seen the movies, I'll rank them. As far as like the shorts go, I usually have a notepad right here. This is the back of the notepad. Boop. It's like a yellow legal pad type thing, and I have this pen, and I write down as many ideas as I have the day before. Try to get 2 or 3 written down regarding movies, TV shows. I like to do a lot of ranking videos. You guys have seen those, top 10s, top 5s. Lately, I've been on a big box office kick, like just doing research on like Box Office Mojo, like the numbers, those websites. I almost just said .coms. Oh man, I'm like Johnny Lawrence out here, not knowing technology terms, but no. Yeah, that's kind of how I figure out a lot of those. Let's see. Dylan, welcome in. Network 98, what's going on? Alex in the house, what's going on, man? What is a movie you thought of? What is a movie you thought of and think we'll rewatch soon? It's a great question. I want to rewatch Whiplash soon. It's one of my favorites, and I always try and watch it once a year. I think I missed last year though. I'm a slacker. I don't think I missed 2021 though, but I think I watched it in 2021, but I don't think I watched it at all in 2022. I'd have to check Letterboxd, but yeah, Whiplash. It's a great movie, and my girlfriend Cam, she's never seen it. She's never seen it. I've been wanting to show it to her for quite some time now, and I just haven't. So, can you do a reaction to Outer Banks? I've seen seasons 1 and 2 of Outer Banks. I will probably do a reaction series to season 3. This year, I'm definitely reacting to more new shows. I'll talk about The Last of Us. I see there's some questions about it. I'm doing reactions to The Last of Us, but it's a lot more fun to film reactions to the shows. I'm definitely going to do them for The Mandalorian season 3. I would literally wake up at 3 a.m. and watch the episodes for season 2. So I don't know why I didn't even do reactions then. It was a different time. That was way back in 2020. But yeah, I'll probably do reactions to Outer Banks season 3 with Cam. What is a 2022 film you haven't seen that you may see soon? Good question. I'm embarrassed to say that I haven't seen it yet. And if you guys were in, I think 2 streams ago, I was talking about it, but I still haven't seen The Fabelmans. Steven Spielberg is my favorite director. I just have not watched it yet. I haven't devoted the time to watch the movie. I believe it's on digital now anyway, so I can watch it pretty much whenever. That's a movie that I have to watch from last year that I haven't. The Fabelmans. What else? There's one other one. Elvis. I still haven't seen Elvis somehow. Those are 2 movies from last year that I really, really need to check out. What's the biggest regret of a movie you wish you saw in theaters? Good question. I would say there was a lot of movies that came out in like 2016, 17, 18 that I could have gone and saw, but I just didn't. And I mean, I've seen like I don't know, off the top of my head, that's a hard one to answer. I would say, I mean, I could have seen Inception. That's a big one. I actually ended up seeing Inception in theaters because I went when they re-released it in 2020. But originally, back in 2010, I wish I could say I saw it during its original run, just because it is like a spectacle to see on the big screen. What is your opinion on the first episode of The Last of Us? I did a reaction, like I mentioned. I have it up on the channel. I loved it. And I think the argument can be made that the first episode of The Last of Us is the best series premiere ever. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say it is definitively the best series premiere ever, because that's a conversation for another time. Hell, you've got uh, off the top of my head, the Game of Thrones premiere, the Breaking Bad premiere, the Stranger Things premiere. Hell, I enjoy the Cobra Kai premiere a lot. You've got the Mandalorian season premiere, series premiere, excuse me, Ted Lasso series premiere. These are all premieres that like perfectly set up the show. I would throw The Last of Us in the conversation, and I think a lot of people would as well. It's being highly received, highly acclaimed, I should say, and I enjoy the hell out of it. It was riveting TV, especially the first 35 minutes. In fact, I played The Last of Us game, the first one, for the first time about 2 weeks prior. Finished it up actually last week leading up to the episode, and I'm working my way through The Last of Us Part 2 right now. But it's incredible to see a video game adaptation that not only pays homage and lays in the Easter eggs, but also creates its own world. And in a way, it feels like new characters, but it's the same characters from the game. Like they're just doing it all so well, and I can't wait to keep watching it. It's honestly going to be a joy every Sunday night to watch. Unfortunate timing because the NFL playoffs are starting to pick up, but on Super Bowl Sunday, I'll be sat watching the damn Last of Us at 9 o'clock. So it is what it is. Of course, I might start it later that Sunday, but that's going to be a fun day, especially the Super Bowl itself, the game, trailers, and The Last of Us. That's going to be a fantastic day. Let's see. Should I watch The Last of Us? 100%. 100%. Yeah, you should watch The Last of Us. Loved it. Loved it. Should I watch Rocky? Yes. The first Rocky is the best Rocky, and with Creed 3 right around the corner, it's a must-watch in my opinion. We got Star Court Food Court in the house. The man, the myth, the legend. How you doing? Kenny says, do you play Mario Kart? Not currently, but I've played it many a time in my life. I grew up with a GameCube, and Mario Kart Double Dash was, that game is goated. I would play that all the time, and I forget what it's called, but is it like Super Circuit or something where you can play like all four, you can play all, is it 16 or is it 8? I think it's 16 or 12 like tracks, and you could do them all. It ends with Rainbow Road, and it would like randomize them. That was the jam. I love that. So that was what I grew up with. And then I played it some on the Wii, but the GameCube version was always my favorite. Shout out Recorded Entertainment. How the hell are you doing? And I say I had an 11th grade history teacher who would always say, how the hell are you doing? He would always just say that. So who's your favorite Cobra Kai character? It's tough. My favorite Cobra Kai character, though, is right there. It's Johnny. Johnny's the man. And the reason he's my favorite is because out of, we have our fair share of new characters that I love, and especially new characters in my top 5. 3 of the 3 new characters are actually in my top 5. But the reason I love Johnny so much is because he is essentially the villain of the first Karate Kid, and we see him very briefly at the beginning of part 2. Then he's gone, and they bring back this character and they humanize him in a way that I didn't think was possible. They made you feel for him, and they, more importantly, showed us his perspective of the Karate Kid Part 1 events. We got to see everything through his eyes, made us appreciate the entire first film and the trilogy in a new light. Plus, he's just hilarious. He's a badass, but I really feel for him in this journey he's on throughout the show of having a second chance at fatherhood with Miguel, but also fixing or mending, I should say, his relationship with his actual son, Robbie. That relationship, I'll call it like a triangle of, Robbie, Miguel, and Johnny. All of the 3 relationships they have with each other. Some of my favorite stuff in the show warms my heart almost more than anything. Like, especially in, I think it's season 5, episode 5, when Robbie and Miguel fight it out. That is one of my favorite, not only my favorite fights in the show, but one of my favorite moments, because they're 2 of my favorite characters. Seeing them finally make amends and just set aside their differences, come together sort of as a family, puts a big smile on my face. I love that. Hello, TH. How you doing? My least favorite character in Cobra Kai, it's probably Brooks. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Brooks, Brucks. He's awful. I don't like Kyler at all either. Those are like bottom tier characters. We got Strike First Media in the house. What's up, dude? How you doing, man? What's good? I know that he's excited, and I know I'm also excited about a certain announcement that was made regarding a certain Cobra Kai star going to a certain place in the month of February. That's all I'll say. But I've announced that I'm going somewhere, and it's exciting. It's exciting. So I'm kind of being what's the word? Conspicuous about what I'm talking about because I haven't officially announced what I'm doing in the month of February, but I have talked about it, I guess. I guess I actually did officially announce it, but I haven't made a full-on video about it. But exciting things are coming regarding Cobra Kai end of February. All right, continuing on in the chat here. I loved the Mando trailer. The Mandalorian season 3 is it's going to be incredible, and I think I said before the year started that's my most anticipated show of the year, just because I love the Mandalorian so much. We're not getting Stranger Things this year. We're not going to get Cobra Kai. I don't think this year, maybe December. But that are shows that are officially confirmed to come out this year. That is high on that list. Daniel or Johnny? Give me Johnny. Johnny all day, actually. No disrespect to Daniel, but Johnny all day. Let's see. Stranger Things or Cobra Kai? I'm not, I get asked this like every single live stream, and I'm gonna tell you what I say and then I'll move on from it. But it's almost impossible to compare the two because I've been a fan of Stranger Things since 2016, and I've been a fan of Cobra Kai since the back half of last year. So I've had so much more time watching Stranger Things. I had to wait between every single season. So it's like I've lived in that fandom longer, and I just feel like I've known the characters way longer. I loved Cobra Kai. I enjoyed the hell out of it, but Stranger Things, it will always be superior in my heart. They're both very enjoyable shows, though, obviously. All right, I'm going to take a sip of water. Cheers. Water's the best. All right, keeping on with the questions. What are my biggest hot takes? Well, you tell me honestly. I feel like a lot of people say I have hot takes, and I guess I do. I don't like the Avatar movies at all, the two of them. I don't like Mad Max Fury Road. I don't care for. There was like I don't even know if people are in here talking about it, but I was like talking about how I didn't like Borat. I didn't like Borat as much as I wanted to, and I watched it, and like 30 people were berating me in the last stream about it, or 2 streams ago. What else? Those are like some of the biggest ones come to mind. There's always, things that will. What else? I'm trying to think. I didn't love 1917 when I first watched it, but I haven't revisited it since theaters. Those are just a few that come to mind. Oh, Dune. I don't really care for part 1. It's fine. I'm very excited for part 2 though because of the cast, and I think I will enjoy I'll appreciate the first one more when I see the sequel. Enjoy the hell out of my first playthrough, Last of Us. Enjoy the hell out of it. I just did my first playthrough as well. It's incredible. So have fun with that. What's up, Eli? How you doing? Welcome in, Water Bot. It's good to have you here. Glad you can make it. Let's see. Yes, if you haven't seen Cobra Kai, watch Cobra Kai. Watch it. What's another video game you wish had its own TV show or movie? Great question. Uncharted got the movie, and I I enjoy the games a lot, and a lot of people hate the movie. I enjoyed the movie. I don't think it's perfect, but I just enjoyed it. I would love a different take, a different adaptation of it still. But what we got, I enjoyed. Let me think about that. I would love the character Cal Kestis to be in a TV series on Disney Plus or a movie. Preferably a TV series. I think he deserves that. And I hope that they set that up in Jedi Survivor, which comes out in March as well. We're getting fed with Star Wars content in March, but Cal Kestis is just one of the best recent Star Wars characters, and I would love for him to be introduced to a television show. I really would. So I would say that Jedi Fallen Order / Survivor, Cal Kestis. That's what I got to say. By the way, if you guys are in here, hit that like button. It helps out quite a bit. I see we got about 50 people in here, so hit that like button, hit it. And also, if you're here on the replay, thank you. I know time zones are weird, so thank you for the support on the replay. And of course, if you want to guarantee I get to your question, comment, or concern, super chat is the way to go. It's a way to guarantee that I get to your question, and it'll pop up, and I'll be able to click on it, bang, bang, just like that. All right, keeping on with the chat. Where the hell was I is the real question. Oh, here I am. I have watched the show Wednesday. I enjoyed it. I recommend it if you're a fan of Tim Burton or not, actually, because I honestly am not a crazy big Tim Burton fan, and I still really enjoyed Wednesday. It gives off big like Harry Potter vibes. I know a lot of people say that, but it's like this Nevermore Academy. It's like a Hogwarts type school. There's different cliques. There's teen drama, teen romance, even a huge mystery aspect throughout the show. I enjoyed it. I really did. So I recommend it personally. Last of Us episode was perfect. I agree. It was a damn great episode. All right, let's see. Whiplash is fantastic. No denying that. Let's see. I'm trying to do a little catch up here in the chat. What was the best season of your favorite show? Well, I think Stranger Things 4 might be just be the best season. It's the most epic. The stakes are the highest they've ever been. They successfully sort of retcon, if you will, certain elements from prior seasons and make you look at everything through a new lens. But the characters are the best they've ever been here, and I love how everyone's sort of spread out. It makes for a very interesting season of TV. I have not seen A Man Called Otto. That's the new Tom Hanks movie. I have not seen it. Haven't. We got Abby in the house. Shout out Abby. How you doing? Favorite Stranger Things character? I go Hopper, and Steve is like close. All right, let's see. Love your stuff, man. Have you ever watched Smallville? Well, thank you, Jack. I appreciate that. I have not seen Smallville. I remember distinctly, though, being at a friend's house, and I forget what, I think it might have been like Batman Begins or something on DVD, and we watched it, and like one of the previews on the disc was for Smallville. So I haven't seen it, but I know I have the image of Clark Kent from that show in my head right now. Yes. What's your favorite TV season of all time? That's a toughie. I'll give you my favorite season from my favorite shows. Game of Thrones season 4 is incredible. There's 8 seasons, by the way. Season 4 is incredible. Breaking Bad season 4 and 5, incredible. Ted Lasso season 1 is great. We've got Cobra Kai season 5, I love. Stranger Things seasons, all of them. Yeah, those are just some of my favorites. One of those is probably my favorite season of television, if I had to pick one. Who's my favorite actor currently? Probably Brad Pitt, Logan. Brad Pitt, I just watched Bullet Train for the third time. I can watch it for the first time this past week. Enjoy the hell out of the movie. It's one of the, just the most fun movies in years. Mandalorian or Cobra Kai, someone asks. Another toughie. Different genres completely. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I remember waking up to watch The Mandalorian at the ass crack of dawn for season 2, and season 1 I watched the day it dropped on Disney Plus. I think that was the day Disney Plus came out, November 2019, maybe. So it's tough. Again, I have more time with The Mandalorian, and arguably Mando is like my favorite Star Wars character right now, alongside a Han Solo or Obi-Wan. It's tough again, guys. Cobra Kai I think is more rewatchable, but I don't know. I might prefer The Mandalorian just because I love Star Wars so much. Again, it's tough. That's a really tough one. Abby with a great question. Will Twitch streams be back this year? Twitch streams will be back this year. I'm not kidding when I say that. They'll be back, and I have some exciting things planned. I think Cam and I will be streaming a lot of things together this year because that just seems like a more fun option. I will say this, though. No matter what happens, I will be streaming Jedi Survivor because I streamed Fallen Order, and I will be streaming Jedi Survivor. It's going to be a blast. I can't wait. Water break. It's time. But yeah, I will be bringing Twitch streams back at some point. Whether that's Fall Guys to start. It'll be to some capacity. I will have Twitch streams. Now, let me know in the chat if you guys would join the Twitch streams. My Twitch is Filmstock, same name as here. I know a lot of you guys have been in the Twitch streams. Shout out Abby, of course, for being in those Twitch streams. But let me know if you would want to see me do Twitch streams because I will be bringing them back. Let's see. I'm a Chargers fan. That's brutal. That's brutal. Who do you want to win the Super Bowl? Well, I don't really have an NFL team, as you guys know. I just kind of tune in here and there to the NFL. I'm a huge college football fan. The Bengals, though. I want the Bengals to win. I like Joe Burrow a lot. I have, honestly, since he won the Heisman. Like, I mean, when he dismantled Georgia in the 2019 SEC Championship, Georgia's my team, by the way. I just always I was rooting for him all year. I knew Georgia was going to lose that game, and I knew LSU was going to win it all. Team of destiny. Joe Burrow, Bengals, they'll run it back, I hope, but they might lose to the Bills. We'll see. I have not seen Train to Busan. What's your favorite classic Rocky movie? Rocky 1. Rocky's my favorite Rocky movie. But if I can't say that one, Rocky 3 is really slept on, I feel, but I like Rocky 2 a lot and 4. 5, I don't even talk about. Honestly, that's a smart idea because yeah, dropping an episode on Super Bowl Sunday is kind of lame. Maybe they'll do it like Monday or skip a week. That might actually be smart, especially if it like lines up with like mid-season. You do the mid-season finale or whatever, and then you take a week off. That might be smart for The Last of Us because competing with the Super Bowl is pretty dumb. That being said, if they drop it at 9, the Super Bowl starts at like 6:30 Eastern usually, right? 6:45. So it might be over. People might want to watch something after. So I think they might keep it actually. Finally watched Andor yesterday. It's hard to believe this was a Star Wars show. It was really well made. Can't wait for season 2. Yeah, Andor was fantastic. One of the better shows of last year. I think it was a top 5, top 3 show for me. And I loved Andor. I really did. I'm looking forward to season 2. It's damn good stuff. What trailers do you predict will come out in Super Bowl? We all know Fast X. So other trailer besides that. I would say we get another Transformers Rise of the Beast trailer. I would say we get the Fast and Furious trailer. I would say that we get probably another trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 3, because that's not too far out. I don't think they'll do another Ant-Man one just because it's right there. But I would say Guardians 3. You know what? Maybe the Marvels, actually. The Marvels, which comes out in July. But I'm looking at last year. There was a movie that came out in May, Multiverse of Madness. They dropped a trailer for that. So, yeah, I'll retract that. I'll say Guardians 3, Transformers Rise of the Beasts, Fast X, and then I think we'll get something for what comes out in May? The Little Mermaid, possibly. The Little Mermaid, maybe. The Super Mario, no, the Super Mario movie, maybe something like that. They won't go too far. They won't go into like June, I don't think. Usually they do like May movies. So the Little Mermaid, Guardians 3, Fast X, Transformers is June, maybe Indiana Jones, maybe, but that's a little too far out, I would say. We'll have to wait and see. What's your favorite Marvel series? Daredevil and The Punisher are my favorite Marvel shows, without question. MCU wise, I don't I don't even know anymore. Hawkeye or The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, probably. Yeah, one of those two. I haven't rewatched the MCU shows in forever, and it's wild that 2 years ago was WandaVision, and that's when the watch party started, about 2 years ago, when I did the watch parties for WandaVision. What a time. What a time that was. Well, let's see. Scrolling through the chat here again. Be sure to hit that like button if you guys are in here. It means quite a bit. And feel free to send in super chats. It's a way to help support the channel a lot. And also, it's a way to guarantee that I do get to your question or comment or concern. Let's see. Where the hell am I? Sorry, I'm scrolling. Okay, there we are. Yeah, Mando season 3 is going to be incredible. Have you seen the next Karate Kid? If not, you should because that movie might be important for season 6. Yes, I have not seen it. I have not seen it. I've gotten a lot of comments requesting it, so I'm officially announcing right now that a video you can expect at some point in time on the channel is a reaction to the next Karate Kid. I'll be watching it and I'll be filming my reaction to it because I don't know. I heard the movie was garbage and it has terrible reviews, so I just dismissed it. But a lot of people are saying someone could show up in season 6, so I think I will watch it and do a reaction. I have seen the 2010 Karate Kid, I believe, with Jaden Smith and Jackie Chan. I saw it in theaters actually, but no, I've not seen the next Karate Kid. I will be doing a reaction though. That'll be fun. Again, if there's a lot of repeat questions, I'll just skip them because I've already answered them. Predictions for season 6 of Cobra Kai. Great question, John. Obviously, in my opinion, the Sekai Taikai has to go down still. They would not have brought that in for nothing, and that is one step higher than All Valley. You know, I think that's going to happen. I think Kreese is going to team up with. I lost my train of thought there. Kreese will probably end up teaming up with Kim Dae-un. I don't know how that will happen. I don't know how Kreese will not go back to jail. He broke out of jail. He's now a man on the run. Unless he leaves the country somehow and doesn't come back, that's the only thing I can think of. I don't know how big in scale we want to go in season 6, the creators, but who's to say? Other than that, it's really hard to predict, which is a good thing. That's all I got for you. I really haven't thought too much into it because it's so unpredictable. There's like endless possibilities based on how season 5 ended. Let's see. I hope Devin Lee. Yeah, I hope Devin Lee has a more significant role as well. They've set her up to sort of have her time in the spotlight. I would love to have more Devin Lee. I really would. Um, for those asking, Arcane episode 3 reaction will probably be out tomorrow. Was going to come out today, but now it's going to come out tomorrow. James Cameron, Steven Spielberg, and it's not even close in my opinion. Spielberg, and it's not particularly close for me at least. You should definitely watch Inception. It'll blow your mind probably if you've never seen it. We got Rylan in the house. What's good, Rylan? How you doing, man? What is the greatest final battle in any Excuse me. What is the greatest final battle in any movie besides the MCU? Besides the MCU, I think without question it is the Lord of the Rings Two Towers, Battle of Helm's Deep. That is one of the greatest fights I've ever seen in my entire life. And it just the fact that they made it feel so real and epic in scale. That is, I'd say that might be the greatest battle in cinematic history. Actually, that a shout out. This is nowhere near the level of epic, but shout out the Battle of Endor. I feel like it gets shit on. I enjoy it from Return of the Jedi, and then another one that comes to mind in terms of like final epic battle: Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End with the Maelstrom. That is epic stuff. Epic stuff. Someone says Blue Beetle will be amazing. Turtle Quest 178 says that. I think it'll be pretty solid as well. With Sholo, I'm excited. I think it'll be good. What's your? Oh, I already answered that one. A lot of repeat questions here again. If I answer the question, I won't answer again, obviously, just because that would be pointless. Justin says, what would you rate Interstellar out of 10? I haven't seen the movie in a few years, so I can't give you a definitive rating, but I will say that I loved it, and I've seen it 3 times, I want to say. It's just been a while. Damn near a 10, though. If not a 10, damn near a 10. I have seen Joker. I saw it in theaters, and I was like on edge the entire time, not kidding. Couldn't even focus on the movie hardly because I was so worried about something going down because that movie had a bunch of weird media around it, and I was just tripping out. So very nerved up in the theater for that one, but I have seen it. Johnny, Crease, or Silver? Johnny. If I had to pick one of those 3, Johnny all day. All right, we're doing a little speed round here. I've seen Logan? I have. Logan's fantastic. Rocky or Creed? Rocky, but I still really like Creed. Excuse me. My biggest hot take: Rise of Skywalker over Empire. I know this is comedy, and if it's not, I have to rethink our friendship. Oh man. Let's see. Continuing on here. Favorite movie or TV duo? A few duos that come to mind: Mando and Grogu in Mandalorian. That's a fantastic duo. Another great duo from Stranger Things that I love is Steve and Dustin. That's a great duo. And then let's think of like the MCU. A great MCU duo, I would say, is Rocket and Groot. Love them. So there's a few duos that I love. Also, Tony Stark and Spider-Man is a fun one from the MCU. All right, speed round time. Yeah, I think that we're going to get Cobra Kai season 4 probably, or not season 4, season 6 in 2024 probably, along with what's it called? Along with Stranger Things season 5. All right, so looking at the chat here again. Thank you guys for hanging out, answering the questions, trying to get to as many as I can. Be sure to hit that like button. And again, super chat's the way to go if you want to guarantee I get to it. I'm not going to be able to get to all these, so I'm scrolling as best as I can here. All right. Where was I? Okay. Is Whiplash appropriate for a 10-year-old? Probably not. Probably not. All right. Most underrated actor. That's a great question. Underrated actors today. I don't know off the top of my head. That's always actor questions are always tough for me off the top of my head. Underrated. Who's underrated? I'll say Dylan O'Brien is a little underrated. I feel like he never got his real shot as the leading man in Hollywood. He's a solid actor, Dylan O'Brien. I'll go with him. I still don't have Rogue One on Blu-ray. I do not. How you doing, Logan? How you doing, Lady123? What's your favorite X-Men movie? Mine is probably Days of Future Past or First Class. I love Logan, but it's like technically it's a X-Men movie, but I'm more of like it's a Wolverine movie. Let's see. Favorite movie trailer of all time? Great question, Alex. I had a short that I posted about the most viewed movie trailers within a 24-hour period, like the first 24 hours of dropping. My favorite movie trailer of all time is probably, I'll give you a few that come to mind. The Force Awakens trailer. Um, there's two of those, by the way. The one that ends with Chewie, we're home is the one I'm personally thinking of. Um, the Infinity War teaser trailer dropped on my birthday in 2017. I will never forget. Literally, like all day at school, I just watched it in class over and over and over and over and over. So I didn't have a YouTube channel back then, but if I did, I would have analyzed the hell out of it. And I kind of wish I did start YouTube earlier. That's another topic for another time. But I always talked about starting a YouTube channel in high school. I never did. For some reason, I didn't start. I started in 2019. I could have started it way sooner because I've always loved movies, and right when trailers drop, I would watch them. But yeah, Infinity War trailer, the Civil War trailer with Spidey is fantastic. I love the Indiana Jones 5 trailer though. That one that came out back a few months ago. That's up there on my list right now. Love it. Love it. Clone Wars and Mando. I think I give Clone Wars a slight edge. Reason being is there is a little bit more variety in terms of we get to explore Dooku, Darth Maul. We get to explore Anakin, Obi-Wan, Ahsoka. There's so many characters, and it fills in the gaps really well between 2 and 3, Clones and Revenge of the Sith. Sure, there's some stinker episodes and arcs, but I mean, the Siege of Mandalore alone, that's incredible. The last few episodes of that show and Order 66, seeing how Order 66 ties into Revenge of the Sith, it's phenomenal. The Mando season 3 trailer was fantastic. If you guys haven't checked out my reaction, it is my most recent video, so you should go check that out. Leave a like on it, of course. But the Mandalorian season 3, I think it's gonna be. I don't know. Season 1 and 2 are so good. Like, can it top that? I don't know. It looks like it could, but I don't want to psych myself out. Have you seen Edge of Tomorrow? I have not seen Edge of Tomorrow. The Fallen Order streams were damn iconic. Twitch streams were a blast. So yeah, if you guys enjoy these, Twitch is even more laid back, and you get to see a wild side of me when I rage at games. It's fun. It's fun. The Fall Guys win was legendary. I'll never forget that. That was one of the funnest streams. I honestly, talking about Twitch makes me want to do a Twitch stream this week. I might even consider doing a Twitch stream this week. Fall Guys, and like bring it back. It's just been so long. Gotta get shake the rust off somehow. Let's see. Absolutely, The Last of Us is a must-watch show in my opinion. Well, that means a lot. I'm glad that you've stuck around on Twitch. I should be back on Twitch soon again. A lot of you guys talking about how you would join. I think I'll bring back the Twitch streams very, very soon. Favorite song in the whole Stranger Things series? Damn. Wow. I can't think of every song that's in the show off the top of my head, but I will say that it's going to be really, really difficult music-wise for with Separate Ways remix and with the Running Up That Hill, I call it the Totem remix. Those two are probably my favorite. They're like damn close. But in terms of just epic music, I don't know how they can outdo that unless they reuse it somehow, which I'm fine with. So yes, I love all the love for Mando season 3 in the chat. I love it. Love, love, love to hear it. I'm very stoked for that. What's my opinion on Marvel? What's your favorite Marvel movie in Phase 1? Iron Man. The first Iron Man is to this day like a top tier MCU movie for me. Love it. Love me some Iron Man. I used to watch it all the time when I've told the story a million times. But in 4th grade, I had this distinct memory. I had the DVD and I would come home and I would get home at like 3 maybe. I would start the movie at like 3 o'clock and then I would watch it till like 5 or like 3:30 to 5:30 every day for a whole week. It was my thing. It was my jam. I had like the DVD player had like the time of the movie. So like I knew it was fun. I remember that vividly. All right. Let's see. It's tough to say, Secret Wars and Kang Dynasty. I'm nervous. Obviously, I'm not the biggest fan of what they've done with the MCU movies lately. No Way Home, I loved. Shang-Chi, I loved. Everything else is all right or decent to bad, actually. Some of them have been really bad. But in terms of those movies, I'm a little worried about how quickly they are coming out with all the. I was thinking about this. I almost have memory loss for the MCU right now because of how much content I've consumed from it. Like, I don't even like. It's insane to me that from Moon Knight all the way through Wakanda Forever and the holiday special, like all of that content we got in between, borderline unhealthy amount to consume. It's a lot. It really is. So that's why I'm kind of nervous for those movies and the future of the MCU. But I really hope Quantumania is good. I want to love an MCU movie so bad, guys. Like love one. Like Wakanda Forever, I was all right with it, and then I saw it again. I was like, I was wrong about it. It was a little better than I thought. But looking back, like it hasn't had a long lasting impact on me. I really just miss the characters of Tony Stark. Tony Stark in particular carried the MCU for me for a long time, and we need someone like that back. And right now, I just can't think of someone who's carrying like him. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. By the way, 57 people in here. Be sure to hit that like button if you guys are in here. And super chat's the way to go if you want to guarantee I get to your question, comment, or concern. I'm trying to get to as many of these as I can. That's also a way to help support the channel a lot. And hit that like button, guys. It helps out. Let's get to 100 likes if that's even possible. Hit that like button. All right. All right. Where the hell was I? In the chat. Oh, there I am. I lost my spot for a second. Okay, cool. What is another show that a lot of people love that you haven't seen? Umbrella Academy, I haven't seen. Succession, I have not seen. I have not seen The White Lotus. I haven't seen The Sopranos, actually. Sopranos, tomato, potato, tomato. Whoa. I don't even know what just happened. Haven't seen it all. I've seen the first episode, but I haven't committed to it. But those are some popular shows that I have not watched. All right. The 2010 Karate Kid's fine. I saw it in theaters and I had the DVD. It's fine. I think I barely remember it, but it's nothing compared to the actual OG Karate Kid trilogy and just the Cobra Kai show. Like it's so forgettable. It doesn't even feel real. Like it doesn't feel like it exists looking back now. Arcane F3 reaction is coming tomorrow. For those wondering, I am reacting to the Arcane show. You can go to my page right now, go to the playlists, and you can find my Arcane episode 1 and episode 2 reactions. And episode 3 and 4 are coming very soon. So stay tuned for that. Arcane, I'm enjoying episode 3 was it kind of blew me away actually. I looked afterwards, it's the highest rated episode of the show on IMDb. So yeah, it's great. And that reaction is coming soon. I was shook. That's all I'll say. I do think we'll get an epic Silver versus Kreese fight in season 6. It's been building. That would be something else. And imagine if like one of them died in the fight. If they actually went there, that would be dark, and I would actually be here for it. I don't think that anyone from that movie will end up in Cobra Kai, but that's just me personally. Keep Watch Burn Indie, Harry Potter in the MCU. Damn. Wow. First and foremost, I'm gonna have to keep honestly have to keep Harry Potter just because Harry Potter is the most rewatchable, it's the most magical, it's the most consistent franchise, I would argue, ever. It's not my favorite franchise, but I think it's the most consistent in terms of I can watch all these movies back to back to back to back, and there's not a bad movie in the bunch or a terrible movie in the bunch. I'm enjoying it. It's perfect. The Harry Potter franchise I'll keep. Now I have 4 movies versus all of the plethora of movies and shows in the MCU. But in terms of watching, I don't even know anymore. I don't know. I probably would have to burn. Damn, I probably would have to watch the MCU just because it's so much more to watch. And I do love like Endgame, Infinity War. I love Indiana Jones. Like it's tough. I get asked these questions a lot, and my opinions or answers change on them pretty much every stream. But yeah. All right. Let's see. What type of gaming systems do you own? I have a PS5, Xbox One. I have a Wii technically, a PS3, and then I have a GameCube. It's just not currently with me. I think my brother currently has it. Wes Anderson or Paul Thomas Anderson? Paul Thomas Anderson by a landslide for me personally. Should I watch Ozark? I recommend Ozark. It's one of the best Netflix original shows. It's a darker show. Literally, like the lighting is literally dark, but thematically it's also dark, like along the lines of a Breaking Bad. But I love it. It's a great show. Still haven't seen Elvis, unfortunately. I kind of mentioned that earlier. I haven't watched it yet. Have I watched the Terminator films? I've seen the first two, and it's been, I'd say, 5 years almost, 4 or 5 years since I've seen them. Thought they were fine. I didn't grow up watching them. I never bought into the Terminator hype or anything. So I thought they were fine. I like the first one better than the second one, but I haven't seen them in so long that I probably would have a new outlook on it if I watch it now. Predictions for Indiana Jones 5. I will say right now that in Indiana Jones 5, there will be a definitive passing of the torch this time. I think that it will likely be Phoebe Waller-Bridge, I believe is his goddaughter, I want to say. I think that that will be the passing of the torch. I don't think that he will die, but he could die, and those are my predictions. It's kind of lame predictions, but I think there'll be callbacks to every single movie, to have the artifact of every single movie somehow. I still haven't seen the new Puss in Boots because I haven't seen the first Puss in Boots, and I've only seen the first two Shrek movies, so I'm a slacker in the Shrek franchise. You're a slacker, McFly. But yeah, I have not seen the new Puss in Boots. I've heard damn good things, though. My hot take is The Last Jedi over Return of the Jedi. I strongly disagree, but to each their own, yet again. 2022 or 2021 for film? 2022, I think. Yeah. I want to say 2022. Um, Top Gun Maverick and the Batman alone kind of, yeah, 2022. What's the worst TV show of all time? I couldn't tell you because I would have stopped watching it, but I don't know. I actually don't know. What's a terrible TV show that I couldn't get into? I'm trying to think. I watched. This is not the worst TV show of all time. I know this will be divisive. I watched the first episode of The Flash years ago, and I was like, "How do people watch this?" And I turned it off. It looked like just visually awful. Like I couldn't do it. I was like, I don't know how people watch this. Again, if you like the CW DC stuff, more power to you. I just can't get into it. What movie in 2023 do you think will suck? Please don't say The Flash. That has a good chance to be bad, but I will say I'm just not confident in a lot of DC stuff now, like Aquaman 2, Shazam 2. I want to enjoy them, but I'm very, very cautiously optimistic. La La Land or Whiplash? I go Whiplash, but it's close for me. It's close. Love them both. Both elite 5 out of 5 movies. I still have not seen The Whale. Bullet Train is a fun ass movie. If you guys haven't seen it, it's on Netflix right now. Definitely worth the watch. Let's see. Would I rather be banned from watching Indy 5 or banned from watching Stranger Things 5? I would have to I would have to watch Stranger Things 5 over Indiana Jones 5 just because it's more content. It's going to close out. It could end up being the best show of all time. Indiana Jones 5 is not a fully necessary movie. Stranger Things 5 is fully necessary to close out the story and all the character arcs. I have seen Babylon, and I enjoy the hell out of Babylon. I know a lot of people don't like that movie. I really dug Babylon. It's that epic movie about making movies, Hollywood story that I just enjoyed. Favorite Star Wars or best Star Wars moment of all time? I think it's still got to be in the OG Star Wars: A New Hope when Luke looks out and sees the binary sunset, and the score plays by John Williams. Best score ever, by the way. The binary sunset, and it's like he sees his two paths in front of him, and it's just like the hero's journey begins. It's perfect. It also is something I think about a lot, just like taking the path less traveled instead of doing what people tell you to do in life. Like, do what you believe in your heart and what you want to do, and if you have a dream, go get it. Like, I translate that scene to so many things, and I think that is still the best Star Wars moment for me. Simple moment, not a lightsaber duel or anything, just I love it. My girlfriend Cam has the 3-pack, so in a way I also have the 3-pack because we kind of share our Funko Pop collection. But yeah, the 3-pack of all the Spider-Man from No Way Home. I'm pumped, Bella. I am pumped for OBX3. Pogue for life, baby. I've never had boba tea, but what's his name? Tom Cole from Cobra Kai. He's a big boba guy. I have not seen Euphoria, but I think I will watch it before the new season comes out, whenever that may be. Yeah, Fall Guys losses are a level of pain that I wish on no one. It's brutal, especially in the finals. When you get music to hype you up and you feel like you're going to win and you're down to the last two and then you lose, it makes me sick. Makes me sick. Cobra Kai never dies, you're damn right. View withdrew, what's going on? Have you seen RRR yet? I have not. I will probably be doing a video to this because a lot of people want to know people's thoughts on RRR. So I'm either going to do a reaction to RRR or a review or both. So RRR, stay tuned because I have a video about that coming at some point in the next few weeks, probably. All right, let's take a quick water break. By the way, if you guys are here, hit that like button. We have 49 people in here. Hit that like button. It helps out a lot. And super chat again. I'm trying to get to as many of these, but super chat's the way to go to guarantee I get to your question. All right. Favorite DC movie? The Batman, the Dark Knight trilogy. Those are my two favorite. For sure. Favorite character in all of Marvel, Iron Man from the MCU, from the shows. I love Frank Castle, the Punisher. John Bernthal owns that role. Dark Knight of the Batman, the Batman. I know that might be a hot take to some people. I think I've seen a fair share of people who would agree with me, but I prefer the Batman, actually. Favorite poster behind you? I saw Starcore just asked. Behind me right now, that's so tough. I love the Batman art. This is not a poster, by the way. It's artwork, but I'll count this, these two, and this. I think I got to go this. I honestly might switch these because the Eddie one is so sick. I almost wish that he was here and Dear Billy was here so that you could see Max like back here and see Eddie shredding it in the right there. But yeah, I would probably have to say, I don't know. That Stranger Things poster, these two are clean. They're clean. I have played the PlayStation Spider-Man game. I have not played Miles Morales, however, but I am excited for the second because I played the first one to 100% completion way back in the day. Back in, what, 2019 maybe? Yeah, 2018 maybe? I don't even know when that game came out, but it's been a while. But I played it to 100% completion. Favorite Star Wars villain? Darth Vader. Darth Vader. No competition. Favorite Taylor Swift song? Damn, on the spot too. That's so tough. I mean, there's so many bangers. There's so many bangers. I don't know. You know, I really don't. Off the top of my head, I really like the song 22. I like the Red album a lot. You Belong With Me. I mean, there's so many. I could go on and on. I like Swiftie. I'm a Swiftie. I'm not a diehard Taylor Swift fan, but I would consider myself a pretty big fan of her music, unashamedly so. I don't know every fact about her life or every single, there's hardcore Taylor Swift fans out there, but I really like her music. Here's a huge question. Hugh Jackman as Wolverine could top the return of Tobey and Andrew? No. No, because it's already been announced and he'll be in the marketing and all that. We didn't know how. We kind of knew from leaks that Tobey and Andrew were going to be in the movie, and Matt Murdock showing up in the first 10 minutes confirmed that pretty much. However, it has not been. It wasn't. We didn't know what it was going to play out as. Like, we didn't know what the moment would be. We're probably gonna know. We're gonna see Wolverine and Deadpool in action together in the trailer. So let's see. I do think the Barbie film will be good. But Greta Gerwig we trust. She hasn't let us down yet. The Shining is my favorite Stanley Kubrick movie. Favorite Tom Cruise movie? Probably gonna have to say, as much as he's in banger movies, like as much as he's in Academy Award winning films, like A Few Good Men or Rain Man, and he's in a bunch of classics, 80s stuff like Top Gun. He's in Mission Impossible. Top Gun Maverick is my favorite Tom Cruise movie. I completely agree on loving an MCU movie. It was inevitable, though, for the MCU to start to decline. There's only so many comic book characters you can cover and do the superhero movie formula. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but damn, I mean, like, I really do want to love an MCU movie, and I hope that I do this year. I really hope I do. Guardians 3 might be the one. Ant-Man might be the one. But I think burnout in the MCU is a real thing. Even though it's fun to, rank the movies and reminisce on the glory days of the MCU, which, by the way, I would say is like this 2017 to 2019 was unprecedented. Like we got Ragnarok, Homecoming, we got a second Guardians movie, we got Infinity War and Endgame, and it was just like a time to be alive. Now we have new MCU content every day. It feels like with the TV shows and everything. So the special feeling of going to the theater for one of those movies has dropped off. I'm still excited though. I still get excited. Just not as it's not the same. It's you know what it is. It's like when you go to your hometown again, or visit old friends that you haven't spoken to in a long time, and like you have the memories with them and memories of being in a place, but it doesn't feel the same. You can never go back to the way it was. Sorry to get really weird. Like that's how it feels with the MCU. Like I can rewatch the movies and relive the memories, but nothing will ever feel the same as the moment in time leading up to Infinity War and Endgame. It won't. I don't think. Sorry, that was depressing. I do not watch Ginny and Georgia. I've never seen it. What is going to be your most anticipated movie of all time after Dial of Destiny? It's a damn good question that I don't know if I have the answer to right now. I don't know if I have the answer to it right now. I have not seen Till. My favorite musical biopic is probably Rocket Man off the top of my head. Rocket Man's really good. Rocket Man. Keep Watch Burn, Jaws, Jurassic, and Alien franchise. Oh, actually, shit, that's tough. I will. Wow. Um, I will keep the Jurassic franchise, which is crazy, I think. But the reason being is there is the most enjoyment of rewatch with those sequels. I've never seen a Jaws sequel. I've seen parts of it on TV, but I never will. I think, and I rewatch Jurassic Park 1 more than I rewatch Alien or Aliens. So that's why I'll keep Jurassic. I'll watch Jaws, I guess, and burn Alien. And again, no disrespect to the Alien franchise. I have the first two movies on Blu-ray. I watched them both in 2020 for the first time. I need to rewatch them. But just like the first Jaws, I got to watch at least once in my life. But I mean, I don't know. That's tough. Tough question. Peace, Ren Sanity. Thanks for stopping by. You should definitely watch Cobra Kai. I've seen parts of Glee with my girlfriend. She's a big Glee fan, or at least the earlier seasons, I know for sure. A lot of these questions I've already answered, by the way, so I will skip over them. Let's see. What won Best Picture? I don't even know. I hope Top Gun Maverick, but it has like no chance to win, so I don't really know. Let's see. Who's Joe Stalker in You Season 4? A lot of people have said Love. I think that it won't be, but that would be a wild twist. It'll probably be one of the new characters. Just it'll be a guessing game throughout the whole season. 2025 for Stranger Things 5. I would say 2024, but that's also, hopeful, wishful thinking. It does take a long time to do the visuals, so it could be 2025, but man, that would be such a brutal wait. I would only, let's see. Keep Watch Burn the Batman, Avatar 1 and 2, Godzilla King of the Monsters. Keep the Batman. I will watch King of the Monsters because it's a terrible movie, but it's less suffering for 10 hours through 2 Avatar movies, pretty much. I'll burn the Avatar movies with a smile on my face as I do it. Who's your favorite actor, comedian, singer, or rapper? My favorite actor probably right now is Brad Pitt. That changes a lot, though. My favorite comedian, like stand-up comedian, I don't even know. Let me think. My favorite comedian is probably I don't even know, to be honest with you. Shit. Stand-up wise, who do I like? John Mulaney, I went through a phase. Theo Von's hilarious right now to me. Those are two that come to mind. Favorite rapper? I like Post Malone a lot. I don't care if that's like a hot take or if people hate on him. I like Post Malone. Let's see. I love Harry Potter. You're a wizard, Harry. The Batman or Superman? Batman for me over Superman. Should I watch Babylon? I can't recommend it unless you like really bizarre movies along the lines of like seeing absurd or gross stuff like in The Wolf of Wall Street almost like that, then I would not be able to recommend it. But if you like that kind of stuff and you're into 3-hour movies, then I would give it a go. Are there more doors or wheels? I think the answer I came to on this was wheels, but I don't remember. I think wheels is the conclusion that I came to when that was a big thing, but I honestly don't remember. By the way, we'll go for like 5 more minutes. So get your last questions in here. I'll answer a few more. And Super Chat's the way to go to guarantee I get to it if you're dying to ask me something and you want to help support. And be sure to hit that like button. Let's see. Where the hell was I? Favorite Happy Madison movie is Happy Gilmore count? Isn't that like the first one? Probably Happy Gilmore. That's one of my favorite Adam Sandler comedies. I haven't seen it in years, but I remember enjoying it when I did watch it way back in the day. Now that might have been like 2015, 2014 when I first watched that movie. um, but yeah, favorite subject in school. I always of the main 4, which are science, math, uh, English/language arts, or like history. I like history. I loved history, so that was my favorite. Always was. It intrigued me the most. A lot of people hate history. I loved it. The Boys or Cobra Kai? I probably would have to pick Cobra Kai here. The Boys is a great show, but I would rewatch Cobra Kai over The Boys, if that makes sense. Someone watching all the way from Israel. That's wild. It's crazy. Where are you guys from? And let me know in the chat, by the way. I'll try and shout out a bunch of different places. Yes, I probably will be doing Mando season 3 reactions. So yeah, I did, Nolan. I watched the pilot. I have a reaction on my channel. Check it out. Feel free to check that out. Wednesday season 2 predictions. I got nothing for you, honestly. I'll predict when it comes out, 2024 would be my guess. Best Stranger Things scene from season 4, I would definitely say it's the when running up that hill plays. Not the Dear Billy. The Dear Billy ending is up there when running up the hill plays, but when the remix plays in the piggyback, which I actually have the poster for right here, that episode. And when Hopper picks up that sword and Elle's facing off against Vecna and they throw the Molotov cocktails at Vecna, Steve and them, it's incredible stuff. What do I think of it? If you're referring to the 2017 movie with Pennywise, it's a solid horror movie. The second part, though, what a stinker. Like an hour of that movie could have been cut out where they're just separated and they each have their individual scene where they like have a flashback. It's weird. I saw it by myself in theaters and it was like 3 hours and I was like, oh my gosh, this is way too long. Welcome in, Goose. I'm about to wrap it up, but always good to have you here, Goose23. Best prequels quote? One sec. There's a bunch, there's a bunch that you could pull from. Do it. That one's funny. But let's see. This is where the fun begins. What else? Those are like iconic ones, but I can't do my Yoda impression. I'll be like, fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. That was pretty bad as far as Yoda impressions go. But I do love a good Yoda quote. And oh yeah, I used to say this one. It's from Attack of the Clones. It's when the gunship comes in near the end of the Battle of Geonosis, and Yoda and he's got the clones, and he goes, "Around the survivors, a perimeter create." Random quote that I have in my head from Star Wars, by the way. All right, let's see. Top 3 characters in The Office. I'll go Jim. I'll go, and it's really not close to me. The best characters in that show, for sure, to me. The OG crew, I almost would say. In no particular order, by the way, but those are probably my favorite characters from The Office. The Office is a great comfort show, by the way. Most anticipated Phase 5 Marvel projects, Guardians 3. Guardians 3, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and probably Blade if it ever comes out. The shows, I don't know. It's hard to say if I'm even excited for them at this point. I'll watch, obviously, but the MCU shows, whew, yeah, I don't like sand. Another one of those prequel quotes. Favorite sitcom of all time? I'll give you 4 that I rewatched the most of my life. The Office, How I Met Your Mother, That 70s Show, and Seinfeld are probably my 4 favorite sitcoms. I'm not a Big Bang Theory guy. I'm not a Friends guy. Friends is okay. Haven't seen all the episodes, but it's okay. Those are probably, yeah. Parks and Rec's fine too. I watched Parks and Rec. I actually watched the final season as it aired on TV, but I prefer The Office. So those are like my favorite sitcoms, probably. I'll answer like 1 or 2 more questions. If they rebooted The Office with the original cast, would it work? They've been talking about it for years. I think that if they did like a limited run, it would work, but also there's no need because I think it has such a perfect ending that they shouldn't even try to do it, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't even think they should try to do it. I think leave it as B. Honestly, I don't even think it would work. A lot of times these reboots just don't have the same magic or feel. So I would not recommend they do it. And I don't think it would work probably. Stranger Things kill, befriend, and marry Eddie, Robin, and Hopper. I don't want to kill any of them. If I had to kill one of them, I would probably. That's so hard. I would probably have to marry Hopper because he's just that guy. He's just that guy. I would probably have to kill. Cam's not in here right now, so I can say this, but I would probably have to kill Eddie because he's already dead, and I would love to be friends with Robin. I feel like me and Robin would get along well. So sorry, Eddie. I don't like to speak ill of the dead, but he is gone, and Cam would kill me if she heard that. So, all right, I'll take 1 or 2 more. Hopper 11 Hopper. That doesn't count as one of the questions, by the way. Keep Watch Burn, Top Gun Maverick, The Batman, and Indiana Jones 1, aka Raiders of the Lost Ark. I think I'm burning The Batman. No disrespect. I literally love The Batman. I think I'm watching Top Gun Maverick and I'm keeping Raiders. Yeah, I'll go with that. I will go with that. Whoa. Yeah, check out my Cobra Kai episode ranking if you guys are interested. There's the link. It's right there. I ranked top 10 Cobra Kai episodes, and I have a bunch of Cobra Kai videos. So if you guys have watched the reactions, I do have a few recently posted Cobra Kai ranking-esque videos, so feel free to check those out over there. And the last question I will answer is absolutely, yeah. We're getting fed with TV shows starting in February. It's gonna be great. It's hard to top Do or Do Not. There is no try for Yoda, but I was throwing some Yoda lingo around earlier for some favorite quotes, possibly. Yes, valid. React to the Cobra Kai trailers. I'll react to the new one for season 6, but I won't react to the old ones probably. And the final question I will take is Keep Watch Burn, Jurassic Park, Jaws, Indiana Jones. I think I've answered this one before. But right now, as it stands, I'm keeping Raiders of the Lost Ark. I'm watching Jaws, and I am burning Jurassic Park. Sorry, love you, Spielberg. I think you're the GOAT. But that will conclude this week's live Q&A. I may have a guest on next week. We'll see. I'll have to let you guys know and keep you updated. But thank you guys for watching. Seriously, it means a lot. These streams are a lot of fun. I enjoy getting to talk to you guys, getting to know you more through these streams. And it's always fun to do once a week. I'm going to try and stick to it this year. I know that in the past I've taken weeks and weeks off of streams, but I'm trying to get back into that, trying to get back into Twitch streams more as well. So make sure to follow me on Twitch. It should be linked in the description of this live stream. I'm also very close to 100,000 followers over on TikTok. So if you guys have not followed me over there, link is down below. I'm very close to that milestone. That'll be exciting when that happens. But thank you guys again, really and truly. I have a lot of exciting things planned. I'm doing some more reactions to shows. I'm doing a next Karate Kid reaction. I have an RRR video coming out covering The Last of Us, a bunch of shows and movies I'll be covering. I'll do live streams, got all my shorts. So lots to look forward to here. So make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you have not already. Stay tuned for next week's stream. And again, pretty much daily content all year long. So thank you guys again from the bottom of my heart. Truly love you all. Thank you again for tuning in. And I will see you in the next video, short, live stream, all that good stuff. Let me do my Cobra Kai outro for you guys. Ready? Peace.